Hello, my name is Jacques Eistock, and I lead the field here at Pivotal for Data. Today I'm going to walk you through the recent addition of the Pivotal Greenplum Database to the Microsoft Azure Marketplace. In a simple and automated fashion, you can now deploy the world's only open source-based, massively parallel database engine with over 10 years of production enterprise use. To begin, you can start with your normal Azure database and select the Pivotal Greenplum product from the marketplace. You will be brought to a screen that gives you some more details about the offering, including screenshots, and upon clicking the Create button, you will be taken to a screen to fill in a few required parameters before starting. The first one, which arguably is the most important, is providing your Pivotal Network token from the Pivotal Network at network.pivotal.io. This will allow the process to download the latest version of Greenplum to install in your cluster. Going to the site, you can log in and grab your token from your profile near the bottom of the screen that pops up. Copy and paste that back into the Azure Dashboard. And from there, you can now name your cluster. Here, we are calling it GPDB PDE1 after our Pivotal Data Engineering group. Next, you can provide an SSH key for access to the nodes. You can also choose to provide a resource group and location for where you want your cluster instantiated based on your needs. As you can see, Greenplum is available in all of the locations that Azure supports. Next, you must provide a password for the Greenplum database administrator account. Choose whether or not you want high availability with a standby master, and also choose the number of hosts, or segments as we call them, in your cluster. Upon choosing, you will then be asked to choose the size of the virtual machine. Remember that Greenplum is a shared nothing implementation and will fully utilize whatever power it has available to it in parallel. More than likely, you can accept the default internal network settings and be ready to begin. Azure will verify that everything looks good and then prompt you to purchase this cluster. Once you read and accept the license agreement, the instantiations will begin. It will take a bit of time to launch, configure, and install the nodes that you've selected. But you can use your standard Azure tools to monitor the progress, and that progress can take anywhere from 15 to 45 minutes, depending on your choices and the locations that are available within the resources that you've chosen. Upon completion, you can go and view the resources, whether they've been successful or not, details about each of the nodes, whether or not the software has been installed and brought up, and the duration that it took. Here you'll see the configuration parameters used to create this cluster, as well as some more details about the actual creation. To manage your cluster, you can go to the Greenplum Command Center and look at and manage everything about your database. Here you can find that the database is running normally. It is healthy. The status of each of the segments within each of the hosts, whether or not they are in sync with each other or not, and whether or not they are primary or, for high availability reasons, a mirror. For metrics about the hosts or the queries that are running, you can go to this tab and monitor in real time what is transpiring in your database. And always remember that this database is running on top of your Azure cluster, which means that you can always leverage your Azure tools in order to view, monitor, administrate, or otherwise interact with the hosts. With that, take a moment to relish in how easy it was to stand up a world-class analytics environment and get to work quickly analyzing any amount of data. Thanks for listening.